Alright everyone, it's time to rock and roll. It is time for more colony survival where we are here in DT Fields. And I just figured, you know what, there is a lot of work that needs to be done. And we have a capacity of 350 colonists. And so far, we don't really have anybody here. Because let's be really honest, if you have 350 in your capacity and you only have 16, that is similar to not having any. So let's just quickly throw down a whole stack of beds. Let's get us a whole lot of people here. And let's get DT barley fields all the way up and running the way we wanted to. There we go. Let's get up to 50. Recruit to fill all the beds. So now we've got all the people. Might as well put them to work. Let's get ourselves a whole stack of crates. And let's get them to work and help out building here what needs to be built in order to actually start farming. Right, so now we still have 12 people unemployed. 12 people are doing absolutely nothing for what we need them to do. So then we're going to go over and now let's do this the smart way, because I figured, you know what, I might not completely fill this in. And then I remembered, you know what, I might be building something below in order for them to sleep or so. And the last thing that we need is for us to completely fill that with water and effectively drown all of them. So let's quickly hop on over here and let's set ourselves another nice area right until there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure. I'm gonna need to do the rest by hand, isn't it? Right, and then we're also straight away going to go and set ourselves another digger area just to dig up all the grass and all the other junk that we have are flying around here. And we want that until, let's dig it up until there. That's going to clear up at least this area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. And now we're actually at -1. Beautiful. So remove one of you, and then the other guys can just help out whenever they are done. Ooh. We have the people who made it. Well, the people, whatever there is, they made it to bell number 1. Oh, is that bell number 2 as well, or bell number 1 again? It is bell number 2 as well. Oh, he made it far. Is that a new guy? Do we have a stronger enemy again that we didn't have a peek at yet? I mean, it might as well be. Although, I mean, our overall threat level is only at 660, so... There we got the Juggernaut, him we know. Is it time for us to place the caltrops? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Right, you know what? Might as well do it. We have them. Might as well put them to use. Now, let's extend our caltrops through the same style. And let's just put that in as an entire flooring area up there. Now, I know it's going to be limiting these guys a little bit. Caltrop traps. Defenses. Projectile dropper. Caltrops only have 2. We only have 2 caltrop traps. Alright, well, in which case it will be right here and here. Exactly. So that will slow them down a little bit. And then we'll just remove these ones for now. Because don't want to limit them any more than what we actually do already. Alright, so our trap fixer still has quite a bit of work to do, but that is okay. He can manage. Pretty sure that he can manage. Alright, let's go back to DT barley fields. And let's get the rest of that all the way set up. Although I did hire not enough for a bed. Okay. That's a new one for here. Luckily enough, it is a relatively easy problem to fix. So that is all done and dusted. Let's now go here. Recruit to fill all the jobs. There we go. So these guys can start helping out with digging this out here. Although I didn't give them any crates. So the poor lads are running up and down in order to empty their pockets. All right, let's get you. There you go. So now we've got 36 people standing around doing absolutely nothing on this side. That has to do with the fact that they've completed the project here on the left side, which is good. Also, now we can continue with the ones on the right side, so we can get this entire thing nice and leveled out. And, ooh, that actually is still deeper than I thought it was going to be. All right, construction done. There we go. Builder area. And we'll fill it all up with that. from you. Let's go. All right, there we go. And just like that, those guys are back to work as well. And like this, we can get this place up and running relatively nice and fast. Okay, so we do have the rest of the moat that needs to be dug out here as well as on this entire side, by the by. So there's still quite a bit of work that needs to be done, but 1, 2, 3, and 4 guys is what we still have to spare. So might as well get them to start working on this, and then after that they can actually start working on this here. Let's get you up here. And then let's run all the way over, and let's do it until right about here for now. Although technically we could just put it as far as we can for now, right? Alright, and then my brain realized, yes, but what we actually need to do is we're going to need to dig it down. So 1, 2, 3 down. Alright, here we go. Construction digger area from you, because we want to be taking things out. And now I just need to quickly run underwater to all the way the other side. Let's get to where we place the block that we want to take out. And then let's get the digger area set up. So whenever those guys are done with one of their next projects, there we go. We can just have them automatically continue here. And you see, as long as you put enough people on the job, it is going to be done relatively fast, because the side here on the right side is all already done and completed, which means it is now slowly time to start setting out our farms and to get the barley flow up and running. Now, I think I want to just start out in the corner, and let's get ourselves a barley farmer. Let's get a quick torch. All right, so here is where you currently end. Yes. Now, that is a 9 by 10 or so. Technically, this would be 10, which would make this the walkway. And of course, the true fashion, still a little bit of it was missed, but there we go. That is now all fixed as well. So now we actually have a proper line. All right, so here we go. Barley farm from you, and then we want to go and put a nice 10 by 10er. Do another one right about here, because this is the reason that we built it in the first place. There we go. Let's get a third one up and running just like that. Okay, and then we have our boxes trend, which we're just going to continue exactly the same way as we've done it so far. So that is one here, that is one there. Now we do need a torch on top. Although, let's have a look how we're looking with you. We're not going to have enough for all of them, but I do like them. That is clock number 2. I mean, I understand that the threat is getting more and more, but they start to make their way around here quite regularly. Okay, there we have another juggernaut. Oof. So those arrow traps are doing really, really well. Okay, so the caltrops are working, which is also a good thing. Now, they only slow them down. They don't do any damage, I think. Yeah, it only slows them down. But that's actually still quite good and neat. They've made it past the second clock so far. I mean, they didn't even make it to halfway yet, which is good, but also concerning that in the last 2 days, they've twice made it this far. And then just because we can, let's up it even further. That's at 538. And that's going to put us at 560. So there's even more coming for us on this side. Yeah, I think we need to start upping our defense a little bit more than what we have at the moment. Although those traps are doing an amazing job so far. All right, there we go. And now we are back here at Barley Fields. We got a whole lot of people who do not have anything to do anymore, because they've completed digging the moats. They've completed filling all of this in, which is amazing. Why do we have the clock going off now? It is 9 a.m. Do we need to switch to having daytime guards? Yes, we do. I mean, they will not make it that far. Let them have their fun. And soon they will... Why are those traps not setting off? All right, let's punch you. Let's also punch you. There we go. I'm gonna say, if he very quickly turns around, we have a whole different problem. But okay, so the walkways are now getting too long, and those traps, they do not shoot at the weaker zombies. That is the problem. I love it that we can see Hillside DT up there, but that completely besides the point. So yeah, these ones are actually empty. Wow. I think we're going to need more firepower. Let's get ourselves another couple of crossbow guards. Why can I not place? Because I'm on beds, you absolute idiot. Okay, so that is an additional 3 on that side. And another 3 here. Let's do the same on the exact same locations. Do not leave an additional gap. Count it properly. 1, 2, 3. All the gaps filled. All the gaps filled. Yeah, exactly in line. Exactly in line. Let's do the same thing here. Yes, 1, 2, and 3. Good. So we still have a few more, but that's going to give us quite a bit of extra firepower, which is a good thing. What we could do, is go for a swim. All right. So what we can do is if we take you out and you out, let's get ourselves another one of those projectile traps right here. Let's pick you up and do the same right there. I'm gonna go and replace the outer ones here also with the crossbow guards, because I have to reduce it to 2 only, because otherwise they're going to get shot in the kneecaps every single second again. So let's get you here and you there, so that's going to be fine. And let's get to properly building. Let's take the dirt out. Let's grab ourselves a little bit more here of the stone bricks. All right, so we take this one out, we take that one out. Yes. And now I need my chisel back, please. There. Because I'm going to need to put some fancy shapes on this. Is that necessary? Absolutely not. There, just like that. We do this one like this. And just like that, you know, it's aesthetically it looks just that little bit better. And now we want to get ourselves the stairs. The 2 stairs, please. There, just like that, just like that. That's coming up all the way here. All right, then I'm going to be dismissing a few more guys. That's going to be you and you. And I'm going to go and take you out as well as you. I'm going to do the same thing again, but shooting in this direction. So we have the... Wow. Dude had not a chance to come out of there alive. Then we need to get back our chisel, and we want to get corner. No, that's the corner inverted. I don't want. I want the 2 stairs corner, and we want here and there, and there, and there. All right, so you make sense. You guys don't. Let's quickly grab the chisel and turn you around. There you go. So see, like this, they have an easy way in, and of course they cannot make that jump, which is okay. And yes, we have a little bit floaty ongoing, but that is what it is. We've got a proper entrance. We've got 4 additional projectiles to shoot them in the face. Beds out and crossbow guards in there and here. And now I'm going to need to hire a couple of additional people for crew to fill all the jobs. There, let's get the extra guards on duty. I think this should help us out a little bit better to just make sure that we stay safe here for the remainder of the time being. On the far end, on the corner, and it is just outside of our kingdom technically, but I think it will still work. Let's get ourselves, let me replace you and place one of these ones down there, just so we can make sure that we can properly see what's going on. And I'm going to go and take a couple of you. Let's get the torches out there, and let's get ourselves one of you, and... yeah, it's okay. Let's just get 3 crossbowmen right up there so they can now sleep during the day and they can start shooting from there during the night, just to help out a little bit. We'll do the same thing on this side as well. We'll build ourselves a nice corner fencing to just support that little bit where we can. There we go. Lean over. That is 1, 2, 3, and I think it was 4 on either side. And there we go. On this side, exactly the same. So then we have the corners, at least a little bit of defense. Not that it's going to matter much, but every little bit helps, right? Let's do the last little bit of digging that needs to be done. Just quickly need to check on this side. Which side's going to be the higher one? And that will be right up here. All right, let's grab you, not a berry farmer or a barley farmer construction digger area from you. Let's get all the way down and let's dig it out. I think nicely until there should do the trick exactly. All right, let's get all of this nice and in. Give all of these guys a couple of nice crates. And of course, they're all nice stair shaped at the moment because we didn't fix our chisel back to cube. So if you're wondering how that works, well, that is how. And then in order to make ourselves the new bedroom area, we will set ourselves a digger area. I just dug a couple of blocks down. And on this side, I already made a preparation for a staircase to go down right from the flag all the way further down. And I'm just going to go and tell you to dig it out all the way until there. And there's going to be one person doing this job. It's okay though. There, let's get you one right there. And then we have the construction job right about there. Then most of it on this side is arable ground. Not everything though. So let's get ourselves another digger area set up. Let's quickly carve out the top layer of stone. And then we can replace that with the dirt. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them should definitely do the trick. We don't need much more than that. And these guys can actually start working on filling up most of it. Not everything because we are not that far yet. Construction builder area. How are we looking dirt wise? We still got about 8,000. That's okay then. So let's fill you up from here. Let's do it right about here. Because this way I can just plop you guys jobs down and not have to worry about anything because those crates are already there. Beautiful. Okay, so slowly but surely it's starting to work out because look at that. Our barley is going up. Our chicken is not, but we have some animal carcasses, which is a good thing. So slowly but surely things are falling into place on that side. Now, DT Barley Fields there is coming along quite nicely. And look at that. All of those nice crates out there with the lanterns on top. They all have some fields around them now. So there's quite a bit of barley that's being pushed on that side. Let's have a quick look if our night guards here are actually doing something. Or if they're here merely for just decoration. I mean, so far, mainly decoration. These guys, though, are actually doing something or neither. Oh, what are you exactly doing up here, sir? Did you spawn up there? It looks like you did. All right, so idea is good. Execution slightly less. So let's get you out then. Let's remove all of you guys. And let's remove the thread. Because if they're spawning here, that is a problem. Then again, it is kind of fair enough because I have been douching over the game quite a bit lately. So that the game then starts to take its revenge kind of makes sense as well. It's like, yeah, you've dissed me over too many times now. It's time for payback. Let's get ourselves our stairs back. And then now we should be fine and safe. Because now there is nothing that is outside of the spawner area. So we should be okay. There we go. Alright, and just like that, our corner security areas are actually secure rather than potentially zombie spawners. Alright, how are we looking here? So this is getting dug out and these guys are starting to work on putting it all in. Alright, that is good. For now, let's hop on over to the other side where we can already jump up here. That is good. So all of this is growing. Look at the hemp, all of it growing. So I'm going to start taking out some of the barley fields on this side and we'll put them over on that side. And we will put in some more marshes grass and dirt here in order to get more hemp, because that is going to be the next limiting factor, I think. I only have 30 and we don't have any hemp fiber, and for our science, we need hemp fiber. You are good though. The poison. Complete. Done. Poison unlocked. Wisteria plant. Ooh. Yes, first things first though, let's grab ourselves something to eat. I think we've got quite a few cooked meats, sure. And then the stone rubble can go in. Num num. Alright, so that is that fixed. At least we are looking good on that side. Now, we need to go in and have a look at the merchant hub because we need to buy the hysteria plants. And then once we have those, we can harvest them, I think. But let's have a look how that exactly works. Alright, so it requires fertile heath below. Okay, so that means we need to go on another trip. That's going to be for the next episode. Yeah. So in the next episode, we'll go up and get ourselves to the heath so we can get whatever we need in order to grow the poison. So you guys are nicely filling all of this out. I think then we're going to go to the far corner. I think we're going to be building the chicken thingy in the far corner there. Now let's have a look. I think they need to be 3x3s. 1, 2, 3, or 3x3s. That is absolutely right. we have more than enough of any of the building materials that we need in order to build ourselves a nice chicken house. How many chicken houses do we... Well, how many chicken houses? Only one. But the question is, how many chicken farms do we want inside of that? That's the question. All right, so red brick farm. Of course, we have to have a red brick farm. So that is 1, 2, 3. Then here we have the walkway there to say 1, 2, 3 more, and then we close it up right here. So that would make sense. Same here, that's the walkway, then a 1, 2, 3, and then we close it up on that side. So if we make this in square, then we should have the perfect fields with a walkway right in the middle. Now we do need to get in and out. We need to get levels up as well. So let's build it out like this. There, and then we have the entrance on that side. Does that work? Yeah, I hope so. Well, technically the entrance walkway should be in the middle then, isn't it? Because that is where we want to have our pathways. Take the light bricks. How are you looking if we put you down there? Too bright. Too bright, too light, too new. It's a barn after all. That's just a regular dirt. The white cobble, I think, is going to be actually not too bad. All right, white cobble it is. Right, so that is level 1. Right, so that's there a little bit of the concept in order to start building it. So we will have 1, 2, 3, 4 on this level, and I need to chisel this out nicely. Then we're going to have another 4 on this level, and let's chuck you in. Then we're going to go one more level up where we're going to have another 4. So that's going to give us 4, 8, and 12 chicken farms right off the beginning. So let me continue putting this together, and let's get our chicken farms up here so we can get that space back from our main colony. All right, I've heard a bell a couple of times now. So for now, for sure, they've made it to the second bell. So let's have a look, because we did add in the extra defenses earlier. So they should definitely be helping out. But look at that. They are just wandering around up as if nothing happened. So they've made it up until here. Yeah, look at that. These traps have set off that one. This one did not yet. So this is how far they got. Our heat level is going up and up, which makes sense because we're hiring more colonists and we're getting more done. With an extra lane, they're still reaching exactly the same spot as they were reaching yesterday. All right, that is concerning. Does look pretty cool though here from afar, our upcoming chicken farm. So these guys are, I think that they're done here because it doesn't show me anything anymore for them. So let's quickly hop on in here. Let's get you guys out of the way. And what do we need? Let's get ourselves another stack of crates. And let's get ourselves the builder area. A little bit more dirt. We don't have that much dirt left, which is kind of weird considering the fact that we started with, what, over 20,000? But that is all good. All right, so let's have a look that we fill in all of this. Whatever is left to be filled in. And of course, they cannot fill in where there's beds, but everything else they can. Now let's turn you around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lots. And when you're starting to shape it out with the chisel, it just makes so much more sense. I think I'm going to do you as well. And now let's get back to the regular cube, because otherwise we're destroying more than we're building. Although you should also still be slope vertical inverted. There, look at that. It's so nice. Even here, all that, it nicely lines up. It works out. It looks all nice, slick and smooth. That's exactly the way that we like it. Although I'm not too much a fan of this block yet. Do we have something for that? I think this one. Look at that. Perfect. You know, it just makes it all look so much nicer and neater. All right, so those guys are filling all of this in again. That is good. So we've got ourselves a couple of protection areas right up here and one up there as we decide to throw ourselves all the way down again. All right, let's get up to here. Let's fill the last little bits in here with the dirt. Now, I've used the white lantern blocks here in the middle because that's just enough to give it a nice glow during the night. And also it's going to be helpful to actually see, and it doesn't take up any space. Let's start here at the top. That is 1. That is 2. That is 3. And that's number 4. Now we need to get ourselves a stack of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, look at that. We have the barley, and now we've got the chicken farmers as well. And we could potentially even expand it. We could add an additional level still next to it, which we might actually do. just make it a little bit wider. So instead of 12, we got 24 chicken farmers. Now, question is, do we have enough barley for that? The answer to that is probably no. But I'm going to be removing the chicken farmers from there anyways. So we might as well. And how many beds do we need at the moment? 12. So if we get a lower level here where we can have 24 of these guys, can we make that work? Let's not start you. Let's quickly just dig down here. And you are just a sand. That is okay as long as we don't have water. Can I chisel you into slope vertical inverted? Exactly. So you guys can still walk on it. And we are not going to be bashing our head on it. Which is a good idea in my book. And then, no, that was silly. All right, so we put you back in. Try that again. Slope vertical inverted. Very good. And now you go back to cube. And now let's please just remove the blocks that we actually need to remove. 1, 2, 3, 4. And from here we can start expanding out. All right, to dig out this area, I'm going to do the exact same thing as I did before. I'm just going to go and walk to the outside area, and then we'll just go here to the inside, and we'll clear it out as to where we need it dug out. Going to be until right here, there, and then we shall take from here, and we put the crate right there. So there's now one guy who's going to come over and dig out all of that area, and the only thing that we need to do is plug that in, and we're good to go. All right, so now with these guys up and running, we should be getting ourselves quite a bit more chicken, and that should get the rest of this up and flowing as well. Look at that, 6, 7, but we are flying through the barley though. But then again, it's 5 p.m, so we're still looking good and solid there, and we actually get some sacred chicken meals again. Nice. And just to speed it up here, I'd helped him out a little bit by digging out a little bit more, and to add a couple of extra people with crates there. They're all going to go and take a nap here for now, but eventually we want them over on the other side. Now let's have a look here, because there's going to be only one person digging this out as well. Potentially going to need some help, but let's see how that's going to go further down the line. We do want to grab our chisel though, and I have the habit now of looking up to just not accidentally click any of the blocks that I do not intend to chisel. Yeah, that we can't do anything about because there's a job block right on top of it. Right, so I'm quickly here at the front line to just keep an eye out, but honestly speaking, we need to up our game when it comes to arrows and crossbow bolts, because look at that, it's only 1 o'clock in the morning. We have 4 unemployed. Let's recruit to fill. That is because I've added the daytime slinger guards of all of the jobs. I mean, it's the only 4 daytime guards that we have, so I doubt they're going to be doing anything against the juggernauts here. But then again, we have the traps for all of those guys. But they're coming thick and fast though, those juggernauts. All right, but yeah, so I've added in the day slinger guards, and besides that, they are looking quite okay. I just think that soon we're going to start having a problem with our ammo. So let's quickly go to our Fletchers, which are, I don't remember where. Kitchen, a library, tanners, and all sorts of other things.
1 eternity later.
There we go. Here we have all of our Fletchers. So one of you guys could go for 3,000 crossbow bolts. Let's start upping that to 7,500. Let's get ourselves 10 day crossbow guards. The arrows, let's also get that up to 7,500. All right, so that's going to be a whole lot. Do we need daytime arrow guards as well? Day bow guards, whatever they're called. Let's get them ready. It's better to have them than to need them. Those guys definitely need to start cracking on more ammo. How are we looking? Bronze ingots, we have enough. Copper ingots, we are decent. We have more than enough copper ore. We have 5,000 gold ingots. Look at that, we're swimming in gold. Now, I don't see any stragglers running around at the moment. Then again, that can change any moment as well. But okay, so we are looking. Look at that, only 134 barley left. So it's a good thing that we're harvesting, but we are finally going up in chicken, which is a really, really good thing. But that still means, because of that, we do not have enough barley. Okay, well, it is what it is. We shall turn this place upside down and turn all of it into barley fields. Let's get all the barley here, and then we should be safe and sound when it comes to the rest of it. How are you guys doing down here? You're finally moving along, or at least you have some help now? Look at that, just like that, we've got a nice set of 15 barley fields here on this side on Ducktown barley fields, and we've got regular DT fields over there, where during the in between the episodes I will likely start to pull out some of the barley farms from there, and we'll start setting up proper sections like we did here. 15 for barley, we'll get a nice amount for the hemp up there as well, and we'll start organizing the flax on that side, just so we have all of our fields nice and sorted. But with our chicken flat over there, look at that, they're out of barley again. How can they be out of barley? We got so many barley farms. How many barley farms do we have? Well, 15 here, and I don't know how many we got in TT fields, but we can have a look. We do have a nice amount of chicken though. Now we're out of cabbage again, but then again, we're also harvesting the cabbage pretty quickly. Okay guys, but with all of that done, with our beautiful chicken flat up there, which will give an expansion in the next episode as well, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, please do remember to hit that like button. And then in the next episode, we're going to continue fixing some of the fields out there. There's going to be a little bit more science that we need to do. We really want to unlock the science chest. We need to have a look that we get ourselves the poison as well. And we're going to need to go for the heath right over there in order to get started with our poison production. But that's all for the next one. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you guys in the next one.